Hello gamers. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to loop around the map. Most of them are going to be at TNLs, killer shacks, main buildings, and even little tiles around the map. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you do enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to see some more. It's always important to look for tiles or even pallets, just to know your escape strategy. Even while in chase, always be looking for other jungle gyms or even pallets to loop as soon as you have to drop your current one that you are looping. Of course, you are always going to want to hold it as tight as possible and always try to bonk the killer right on top of his head, just so you can get a little bit more distance. Always look back to see how much distance you have against the killer. You might be able to do one more loop around the jungle gym or pallet if they are far enough away. When you are in chase, always make sure to be looking out for that red glow. The red glow is going to be telling you where the killer is facing. Sometimes the killer will mind game, trying to throw you off and make you keep running a certain direction so they can cut you off. If all else fails, while looping around something, you can always hit them with the 360. Of course, the most reliable strat possible, man. If you're a beginner player, you will most likely instantly go to shack and then instantly drop the god pallet. And god pallets are that the killer is not able to get to you unless they break the pallet, of course. But after you have done at least 3 vaults through the window blocked off, then that is when I suggest using the god pallet. You're gonna want to be looping the side farthest away from the pallet. And then you are always going to be wanting to look out for that red glow, like I have said before, just in case they double back. Because if you vault that window, you might not have enough time to get to that pallet. One thing to remember, that the pallets are very, sacred, you could call. As soon as you drop a pallet and the killer breaks them, they are gone forever. So always try to save them as much as possible, no matter what. Even if that means taking a hit, unless you are about to go down, of course. This tile is exactly how it sounds, a big giant T shape and an L shape. The one thing that the killer would most likely do is just cut in the middle instead of going to the right. So I always try to bait them to go to the right, of course, but I always look for that red stain on that right side. Sometimes they could just sit still and just wait for you around the corner, making you double back instantly. It's mostly a 50-50 base kind of tile, unfortunately. Just because some of the walls have protection of you don't know where the killer is and the killer doesn't know where you are, so that's why you always got to rely on that red stain. As long as they go to the right of the TNL, you are perfectly safe. But as soon as those windows are blocked off, you done fall.
Game over, man. It's game over.
One other thing I wanted to mention is that bloodlust. Bloodlust is a thing that the killers get whenever you are looping them long enough. There are 3 different tiers. Tier 1, they get a little bit of a speed boost. Tier 2 is faster, and then Tier 3, that's the fastest they can go. As soon as the killer has Tier 3, you're basically screwed no matter what. As long as they break a pallet or hit somebody, that is when they lose their bloodlust. Another way to get more time with the killer, I guess, or to keep him from chasing you, is fake pallet dropping. As you can see here, you just gotta slowly walk, make it seem like you're gonna drop the pallet on him, but just keep running instead, just so you're able to keep looping the tile, basically. If you waste too much of their time, they'll most likely leave you. So with this jungle gym, it is a little bit more tricky just because of how many holes are in the wall, how many places you can enter. Right here you can see that I went back a little bit just so I can get the fast vault instead of the medium vault. One thing to do on this one, if there is a pallet down, just wait there. It's basically unstoppable unless he goes on the other side of that. Always have your eye on the killer, just like how you have your eyes on the back of my ass. Stop looking, I know you're looking. Just because they could do something tricky, they could either mind game, some sort of weird play that you weren't estimating. Now with the long wall, basically just a long wall. The only really safe part here is the pallet, no matter what. Even though it gives you more structures on the side and stuff, makes it seem like it's a little bit more safer. This is where looking at the red stain really comes in handy, just in case he decides to double back or not. Unless you're like that and then run into a barrel. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But other than that, I am done being your teacher. I believe in you guys. I know you can loot. I know it. But if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you want a little bit more teaching style. Maybe I can get better at those because this is my first one. And but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.